Alright, update on the ZIL. So it looks like we're about to have a momentum shift in the favor of the bulls. Now, I haven't updated this in the past week or so. I think it's been a week. We've basically been going sideways since my last video for the last 11 days or so. So, you know, there's not much I can update you on saying, oh, we're going sideways again, we're going sideways again. But nonetheless, I'm here to fill you in on what is going on today, and you can see we've got a nice rally stepping in. We're seeing a 9% increase on the daily. And the main thing I want to talk about this video is these squeeze momentum indicators, and I'll show you why these momentum shifts are so important in just 1 second. First of all, let's focus on the fibs and the EMA ribbons, because there's much less to talk about in that regard, so it will only take a second. Now, if we look at the macro perspective, start off with the fibs and where we are. Drawing our previous fib from low to high, you can see we're above the first 2 fib levels. So as long as we stay above this region, I would argue that ZIL is becoming exceptionally bullish and gearing up for a move higher, and I'd potentially consider my first price target up here at the 618 Fibonacci. That would be a 45% increase from where we are right now. Very nice. Let's see if we have any more macro fibs to draw on from the start of this uptrend before we jump into the rest of it. Well, we do. We've got above the 0.6 Fibonacci. This is very nice. If we draw this, it almost looks like we came back and back tested it. So yeah, we did. We came back down, found a nice bottom on the 618 fib. So got a lovely area of support between these 2 orange bands here. Now let me mark this red, as you will know that it's resistance that we'll be coming into. But nonetheless, this is our perspective. We're building support as we go. We're up above the most important fib, which is the macro 618 fib. Now let's talk about the EMA ribbons, lower time frames, and then the main thing I want to talk about, the squeeze mom on the daily. You can see we've had a continuation, we've had this pump, we've had a daily EMA ribbon flip, we've back tested it as support, and now we are pushing back above it with a nice 9% rally. If we come into the lower time frames, you can see while the EMA ribbons have temporarily flipped short, if we zoom in, you can see the short-term moving average is moving up very fast. I imagine in the next 12 hours or so, we're going to have a bullish cross on this, and this will be indicative that ZIL will enter a large uptrend. Now, past 8 hours, we've seen an increase in volume as well. Not the hour that we're in now necessarily, but the last hour. The candle that started at 4 AM and finished at 8 AM, at least in my time. That carried a lot of momentum for us. We were able to push back above these EMA ribbons, and all is good in the lower time frames. I mean, I don't want to focus too much on the 1 hour, but you can see we've had a 1 hourly flip, which by itself is good, but I would like to highlight we have had fake outs basically the past 3 times really, on these hourly EMAs, which is why I don't cover the hourlies too much. I'd be waiting for a 4 hourly flip before I got exceptionally bullish. But the main thing I want to talk about this video, ZIL momentum shift. I believe this will probably be the title of this video, because this is the most important thing in my metric. Now, if we focus on these momentum shifts, I want to show you what happened the last time we lost bearish momentum, then I'll show you what happened when we lost bullish momentum, and then I'll show you what we're about to do now. So if we come down on the time frame, you can see the last time, and by the way, I'll just give a brief explanation in case you're not aware. So the squeeze mom is the squeeze momentum indicator. It measures the momentum in terms of how much momentum the bulls have, how much momentum the bears have. When we're in a bullish uptrend, you can see these light green candles. These are indicative that the bulls are in control. You see these light red candles when bears are in control. Now, when these candles turn dark green or dark red in their respective zone, then it means that if the candles start turning dark green, it means the bulls are losing control and momentum is shifting to the bears. If momentum is turning dark red for the bears, it means that bears are losing control and bulls are starting to gain control. So why do you care about this? Why do you care that this has started to turn dark red? Let me show you. The last time we had a momentum shift, we were around the 27th of February, and we had just put our bottom in down here. The momentum carried us all the way up to the top here. You can see we literally had a 6x rally. What happened then? We topped out on the 4th of April. We topped out around about this region. So the momentum basically topped out at the all-time high, but more or less right here. Now, what happened then? We proceeded to come all the way down since yesterday, and we put in a 45% drop. So far we've got a 6x return on a bullish flip, and we have a 44% correction, but if we're going to cherry pick it, a 56% dip. So what are we seeing right now? Well, if you look at the daily squeeze mom, we've had a huge momentum shift in favor of the bears recently. And what is happening today on the 20th? We're seeing a dark red candle come in, while we're seeing this lovely volume coming in, while we're seeing the price action go up and the bulls coming back in. So what does this mean? This means that, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, we are about to see a huge momentum shift for ZIL. And this is why I wanted to cover this today and not the past week. Even though it hasn't moved much in the past week, we're finally seeing something that I can actually talk about, which is new on ZIL. So if you like this video, give it a like. Let me know if you want to cover ZIL more often. Nonetheless, you know, if this doesn't do too well in terms of likes and views, I'll probably just check it every now and then and see how it does. But if you guys want me to continue covering this, if you guys and girls appreciate the ZIL content, if you want to see more of it, then let me know. The best way to let me know is saying I want more of it in the comment section, or just give it a like, share it with your friends. And that's how I know that you guys want me to continue making more of these specific altcoin videos. So if you've got any other suggestions, leave your comments below, but let's focus on where we could be coming down to, or coming up to rather, in the short term. Let me get rid of some of these fibs so I can give you an accurate price target, because we've got too much data on the screen now. So if I get rid of this one temporarily, you can see your next level up would be your, oh no, I got rid of that. So high to low, you can see your next level would be this 618 Fibonacci at approximately 18 cents. So if I bring back my previous data and we put a line in, you can see it was around 18 cents. So basically just here. So we've got a area of resistance stepping in. I believe this was your 618 fib up here. This is going to be the most important zone. So we've got a double 618 resistance here. Let me mark this orange so you know that this is resistance. I will mark these green as they've now flipped to support, as to not confuse things. So we've got a double 618 coming into this region right here. Once again, at between 17 and 18 cent, I have to assume that the price is going to be heavily magnetized to those levels, as we have recently had this momentum shift. So what does that mean? That means that, in my opinion, in the next week or two, that ZIL will be moving up approximately anywhere between 41 and 50%. That is really all I've got for you for ZIL. ZIL is looking amazing right now. We don't necessarily have a bottoming pattern. You know, we could end up doing something like this, where we do maybe like a cup and handle or something, but you know, we'll have to see how we react once we come into this 18 to 17 cent region. We could end up Wing out, we could do something like this, but we'll have to see really. Either way, my prediction is we are going to be magnetized up between 40 to 50%. That is a amazing increase, and then after we take that out, we've only really got this local high up here, which is a 90% increase, before we come into the all-time high, which is up here at 25 cent. That would be a 112% increase from where we are. The 1.618 Fibonacci extension target, that would be my macro price target. On this move from the all-time high to the low, you can see your 1.618 fib is up here at 39, basically 40 cent, a 220% rally. So some very nice things cooking up on the charts right now on ZIL. Let's focus on the short term, because I don't want to get too over and say, you know, we're going to move up 200% in a month or so. That's not what I'm calling for. I think in the next week we're going to come up another 50%. We will have to see how we react to these zones. But looking at these momentum indicators alone, these momentum indicators are telling me the bulls are only just coming in. So if we do something like this, and we keep on pushing until the bears come back in control sometime here, you could see something like this, which would literally carry us above the all-time high in terms of price discovery. So keep your eyes on that. That would be an amazing thing to see. Either way, I think being conservative, we could come up at least 41%. I'm personally expecting a 50% rally up to 18 cent. That is all I've got for you today for ZIL. If you like the content, leave a like and a comment. Let me know you like these ZIL videos. If you've got any other altcoin recommendations, then feel free to let me know. That is all I've got for you today for ZIL. Once again, not financial advice. Best of luck if you are in it. And yeah, cowboy out. Peace.